Let's talk about surrender. Lately, life have been giving me many opportunities to surrender always a bit more and again a bit more and so on. And I get the joy and the chance and the joy to remember what it is to surrender and how much needed it is in everyday life. How much it is needed in order to make this world a better place, simply. So just to precise at the beginning, not being a native English speaker, I obviously don't get all the heavy connotation of what the word surrendering means. So surrender is often connected with the idea of a war, of a winner and a loser, surrendering is failing, and so on. But from a spiritual perspective, this is totally the opposite. There is no loss. There is no thing that I would be less if I surrender. Actually, it's the opposite. I will be more, and I'm winning. I am winning. Surrendering, what it is? Very simple. Surrendering is not giving up. Surrendering is I, the little I, the ego, the individual will, surrender to I, the big one, the connection to the divine or the greater good, the soul, whatever name you want to put there. So it's not like I'm giving up in front of something or someone, actually. It's just a part of me accept to be less in front, knowing that another one is more important or more knowledgeable or more in a place able to make a choice, more aware. This we find it in everyday situation. We always face choices, and we have to make a choice between what I want, what I think to be right, what I would like, what I imagine will give me what I want further, and so on, versus what I know to be the truth. So there is a choice between want, desire, and what is right. And what is right, don't misunderstand me, is not right in a position of wrong. It's right because it's aligned, because it resonates deep inside of me, because it's my core truth. The funny thing is that often what I want or desire is not aligned with what I know to be right. So things don't end up in the way I expected them to be. But in the same time, I realized through those years of life and experiencing that when I do what I want, it never really gives a sense of satisfaction. And if it does, it's such a temporary one. Very temporary. It doesn't last and it will only lead to the next desire. But in opposition, when I do what I know to be right, what I know to be aligned, oh my God, this is just a sense of fulfillment. This is a joy which springs from inside. It's like, yes, that was good. That was really good. The thing about surrendering and making the right choice in that case is there is no universal truth. Like there is never universal truth in the world. Like when we hear global solution to a problem, or when we hear this diet is the new revolution, everyone should eat like this, or everyone should do this kind of sport and so on. Somehow it is a big bullshit. Because there is no one solution that will fit everyone all the time. Every situation is unique, and every situation need a unique reassessment of it so we can make the right decision. And when we surrender, what does it mean is that in front of any situation, instead of fighting to make the things how we want them to be, we just feel and do what we know is the best to be done. And there is no greater joy than that. Definitely there is no greater joy than that. Surrendering is making what we know to be right. And these deserve the greater good. The little I surrender is egoistical wish, desire, and ambitions in order to live from the higher, the bigger high, which will deserve greater good. So I know this world is definitely not a reflection of that, but I do sincerely believe that this is a great solution to most of our problems. So may we all surrender to our heart, divine, soul, whatever name, and may we all remember that we are connected.